haircut, retwist, parlay, PlayStation, breakfast, lunch, dinner, Don Julio, drugs, your car notes, your bills, brand new outfit, new shoes.
Welcome to The Wall. In today's video, we'll hear from several women who regret leaving their ex-partners, while those men moved on, leveled up, and rebuilt their lives. If you enjoy this content, hit the like button and subscribe. We're on our way to 150,000 subscribers, and with your support, we're going to crush that goal. Share your thoughts or personal experiences about these stories in the comments. And without further introduction, let's get started.
So, I don't know how to get over my ex. I admitted it. It's been like 5 months since my breakup, and when I tell you that I wake up every day with the most crippling anxiety of my life, I would not be lying. I have tried everything. People say make more friends. I've made so many friends, and it just doesn't fill the void that I have. People say get new hobbies. I joined golf. I'm doing skating. I joined a gym for the first time in my life. I really started doing more art stuff. Still cannot get over my ex. And then people say, well, maybe just move. Switch up your environment, switch up your space, you know? I moved from my apartment that I was in for the past 3 years while I was in my relationship to a completely different apartment. We've even been in this apartment together, and I still feel like I have this energy of him that I cannot get rid of. People say focus on yourself more. Okay, well, I only focus on myself. When I'm focusing on myself, I'm still thinking about him. My favorite is when people say, well, maybe go on different dates. Like, sometimes to get over someone and like move on, you have to like move on with someone else. I've went on 10 to 15 dates over the past 5 months. I'm not even joking. I'm on a break right now, but like, that's how many dates I've been on. And dates are the worst. I come home feeling so depressed, just horrible about my life. And then I like really want to go back to my ex. I just don't think that's working for me either. Someone please tell me, please. I don't know what to do at this point. Like, is there anything I can take to move on?
Well, here's one for you. Haven't you heard the saying, the best way to get over someone is to get under someone else? Maybe what you need isn't more yoga, golf, or art. Maybe you just need a new flame. Because the truth is, you're trying to forget someone, but you're still stuck in the same emotional loop. You moved into a new apartment, picked up a bunch of hobbies, and still, you're right back where you started. And there's another quote I love. A busy mind doesn't miss anyone. But let's be real. This video you made isn't for the world. It's for him. He still has you in the palm of his hand, and you know it. This is a call for him to see it, hear it, and maybe even react. But be careful. Playing with fire after it's already burned you once usually ends the same way.
It's been 5 months since me and my ex of 12 years broke up, and I would be lying if I said I didn't think about him every single day. I'm getting better, I'm stronger, I'm healing, I'm growing, I'm refinding myself, I'm refinding my happiness, but I just think about him all of the time, and it doesn't help that the freaking memories on my phone keep popping up every single day. You know, like the pictures that come up right here are pictures of me and him every day. They used to make me break down and cry immediately, and like I know that I'm growing and I know that I'm healing because I don't cry over them anymore. I just look at them and, well, here I go crying. It reminds me of all the good times, but I have to constantly remind myself of all the bad times too, because realistically, the reason why we didn't work out, I'm ruining my makeup. The reason why we didn't work out, there's a reason why we aren't together anymore. I was talking to my friend the other day, and she was like, you should be grateful that you ever got to experience that kind of love, because most people don't. I will always cherish that for sure. But I'm starting to realize that just because I'm not sad. Maybe I am sad. I don't know. I feel like I'm talking in circles now. That part of my life is over. He has moved on.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
As the old saying goes, value what you have while you have it, not after you've lost it. The irony here is that many women cry over the man, say they loved him, but when they had him, they didn't know how to take care of the relationship. They didn't listen to him, didn't support him, and only when he walked away did they finally wake up. But by then, it was too late. Men aren't that complicated. They want to feel appreciated, cared for, to see genuine acts of service. If he left after 12 years, it's because he was worn out. It didn't happen overnight. It built up over time. But now, she's finally starting to value what she had, right when he's already moved on.
I actually think you should go back to your ex, and here's why. Stay with me on this one, okay? Oftentimes, we glamorize the idea of our ex so much, right? The relationship obviously ended for a reason. There's a reason you guys are not together, you're in no contact, whatever. But our brains love to play these tricks on us, making us think like, was it really that bad? Should I maybe go back? He wasn't the worst in the world. You're feeling lonely. It's after the breakup, whatever. And then you're thinking like, do I reach out? Do I go back? I think you should go back. Do it. Do it. Because once you do, you're going to be like, oh, same situation as before, and literally nothing has changed. This person is the exact same, if not worse. They've made no improvement, and they clearly are still not meant for me. I do sometimes think that going back can make you realize everything that you're not missing out on, and it's kind of good. And it can kind of refresh your brain of like why you left in the first place, why you guys ended, whatever. I don't know. Sometimes you got to go back to realize like, wait, you're not everything that I thought that you were.
Hey, bro. What? Oh my God!
The level of narcissism is unbelievable. They talk as if the guy is sitting at home, candles lit, waiting for them with open arms. But if he's a man with self-respect, he's already moved on. He's not sitting there hoping for scraps of attention. He left, he healed, and hopefully, he's now with someone who truly values him. As a man, you have to know your worth. You're not a toy to be put away and pulled out whenever she feels lonely or nostalgic. If she left you, let her keep walking. You don't go back to the fire that already burned you. It's better to start fresh than to repeat the same mistake with the same ending.
I know so many women that will spend years waiting around for a guy to give them what they want. And they're like, oh, we still have time. I can work on him. He doesn't want to get married. He doesn't want to have kids. I will change his mind. And it's so crazy from a third party perspective because to you and I who are not in the relationship, we're like, why wouldn't you just leave year 2 or year 3? That's plenty of time.
The longer you stay in something, the more your brain starts to trick you to continue to stay. And here's what I'm going to say. People reveal who they are and what they care about through their behavior. If you want to get married or you want biological children and you are with somebody who says, I don't want that, they're not the problem, you are, because you refuse to let them be who they are. That's on you. If you are serious about wanting to get married, it is a form of self-abuse to continue to stay with somebody who does not. You're going to wake up and realize that you wasted your life with the wrong person. Nobody is going to change for you. People only change for themselves.
That's advice I'd take with a grain of salt, especially coming from a woman who left her husband and the father of her daughters, only to suddenly thrive in her career as a motivational speaker. Second, what many don't seem to understand is that, nowadays, men aren't exactly eager to get married. Modern marriage has turned into a business that mostly benefits the woman. If you already have a home, live together, have kids, and share vehicles, what's the point of signing a piece of paper? Just so that when everything falls apart, that same paper gets used against you? With 22% of marriages ending within the first year, do you really expect a man to rush to the altar? It's not fear of commitment, it's pure logic.
At the end of this video, you're going to look at breakups completely differently. Believe me, I just went through one about a month ago. And because I had this perspective going in, the unfolding has been magical. By the way, if you're new here, I'm Margot. I'm a PhD candidate in business psychology, and I help women upgrade their identity so they can have the impact and income of their dreams. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you the slingshot theory. Okay, so here's the slingshot right here. And this is you in the slingshot. You just got broken up with, you're feeling sad, you're heartbroken, you're ruminating. But here's what's happening in the bigger picture. This slingshot, if you see, is actually directed towards your dream life. And see, every slingshot has to go backwards before it catapults forward. Here you are. So this breakup is actually the catalytic event that is going to propel you and quantum leap you into your dream life. Now, here's the caveat. You have to see it from this higher lens. You're allowed to still feel sad and feel your feelings. And I want you to start celebrating because the universe is making space for all your dreams to come flooding in. Your job is to use this heartbreak as a way to upgrade your identity. Let me give you an example. Let's say that your most favorite thing about the person you were dating was that they were really confident. Often what we're attracted to most in a partner is something that we believe we're missing. And so your new assignment is to become the most confident, empowered version of you that you can possibly be. And this heartbreak is going to be the catalytic event that propels you forward into this new character. And because it's a slingshot, the further back you go, meaning the more shitty you feel right now, the higher you're going to soar. On the other side of this heartbreak is your biggest upgrade. It's your ultimate transformation. Not to mention, once you're soaring high in the sky, you're probably going to look back and be so grateful it didn't work out with that person because you have a much better match ahead of you. And if you want more support catapulting into this new character, click the link on my bio and let's chat.
What I love is how so many women think the grass will always be greener on the other side. They leave the man thinking they'll find something better. But if the guy is smart and focuses on himself, he ends up looking stronger, more successful, more complete than ever. He literally becomes a Toyota, reliable, durable, and ready for any road. And while he moves forward, there she is, coming back. Or worse, stuck dealing with the garden she thought was better, but turned out to be full of weeds. Because when you leave based on emotion instead of reason, what you find isn't always better, it's just different. And sometimes, much worse. We've reached the end of the video, but before we go, the questions are for you. What do you think about the Honda theory? Has a girl ever left you and then came back regretful? What did you do? If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Your support means the world to us and keeps us motivated to create more content. Stay tuned for the next exciting video from the wall.